Good morning, this is Rich from Rich TV Live, and today we are taking a look at the markets. So you can see that the Canadian pot stock news index in Canada is slightly red today, and the overall broader markets are actually red today. The Dow Jones is slightly red, the S&P 500 is slightly red so far. The Nasdaq is down 28 points, S&P 500 down 13 points, the Dow Jones down 87 points, the global Dow down 8 points, gold, the safe haven, up 2.9 points, now up 3 points, and oil is down at 55.40, down slightly. So kind of a red day overall in the broader markets. So far, slightly red in Canada in the cannabis sector. And in America, I believe it's the same. I think we are having a slightly red day so far. Yep, there it is. So slightly red in Canada, slightly red in the States. Now let's take a look at some of the top winners and losers. Let's go back to Canada here. We'll start with Canada first. And this is all brought to you by richtvlive.com. All this information is there. So you can see the volume actives, and out of all of these players, the big player that's getting all the attention today is Supreme Cannabis Company. And I did do a video this weekend letting you know that Supreme is a company that has huge potential, huge upside, so I'm not surprised in this move. I actually somewhat predicted it, that this will eventually have to explode. They are revenue generating, great company, and so much upside, and finally they are starting to make a move. If you take a look at Aurora, they are slightly red at $7.77, and Tilray is once again red under $30. FSD Pharma just been such a disappointment. Aphria slightly red at $8.29. Canopy Growth is in the green so far at $36.15, up slightly 1.3%, but overall still more of a red day here in Canada. And we can see the winners here. Believe up 7%, leading the way. Supreme Cannabis Company at $1.70, up 6%. Harvest One Cannabis up slightly. Raven Quest Biomed Inc. up slightly. The Flower Corporation at $2.90. I think that's a good price. Up a little bit. Canopy Rivers up a little bit today. True Leaf Brands Inc. up a little bit. National Access Cannabis Corp. up slightly. Agriflora Organics had some big news. They're up slightly. And Organigram is up slightly. And take a look at all the constituents. A little bit of green, a little bit of red. It's not a crazy red day, but you can see that the volumes are down dramatically. Now if we look at the percentage decliners, ISOL, after having a pretty big run, is down 11%. 48 North down 4%. Huge just keeps falling, down 4%. TerraSend Corp, $6.59 down 4%. Weed MD at $1.48 down 3.9%. Namaste just taking it on a chin at 40 cents, down 3.6%. Choom Holdings Inc. down. Suniva down. Nutritional High International Inc. down. And THC Biomed International down. So kind of a red day overall, and we're just dying for September. It looks like the market is just dying, begging for September, begging for the summer to end. And you can see here that the US pot index is red as well. And let's look at the trading here. And out of the big names, once again, you don't see much green anywhere. Liberty Health Sciences up 8.9%. They're having a bigger day. Truly, like after reporting profits down 4%, could be an amazing buying opportunity there. And let's take a look at the percentage gainers in America. Maple Leaf Green World, MGWFF, up 17%. Kaya Holdings Inc. up 8%. Alexinol Global up 7.4%. Then Liberty Health Sciences up 7%. TGIF up 4.8%. MCIG up 4%. MedMen up slightly. Earth Science Tech Inc. ETST up. Caliterra Therapeutics up. And Tilt Holdings green. If we look at the decliners, Vitality Biopharma, VBIO, getting crushed, down 31%. EDXC, CBD Unlimited Ordinary Shares, down 15%. GSRX Industries, down 11%. CLS Holdings USA, down 8%. Golden Leaf Holdings, down 7%. American Inc., ACAN, down 5%. General Cannabis Corp, down 4%. True Leaf down, Ianthus down, and BAM down. So you could see a lot of red in America, and even some of the biggest players. GW Pharma is down. Cresco Labs is down. Curaleaf Holdings are down. These are some of the biggest and the best cannabis companies in the world, and they're down. Green Thumb Industries Inc. is down slightly. CWeb is slightly red. Acreage Holdings is slightly green. So kind of a mixed bag all the way around, but overall we're having a red day, and there isn't tons of green, but there's definitely more red than green, which is why we are red in Canada, the United States, and overall on the broader markets we are seeing red. Now if we take a look at, let's go to barchart.com. I'm going to take a look at fire. The Supreme Cannabis Company. So this is one that's been making a nice move recently, and you know, it's funny, look at this, bar chart still has them as a 40% sell. So it doesn't seem to matter what they do, it seems as though they're still on the radar as a sell. So overall the market is still definitely, let's take a look at Canopy Growth, see what bar chart thinks about them. 88% sell, even though they're in the green today. So you can see that there is still a ton of downward pressure overall in the market. Let's take a look at Aurora Cannabis. Aurora Cannabis, same thing, 88% sell. So do you see that the entire sector is selling off, and there is a great amount of selling pressure? Afria, same thing, 80% sell. So all the top big players are all getting selling pressure. Let's take a look at True Leaf. What about Indiva? Yeah, Indiva is an interesting one that a lot of people have been asking me about. Same thing, True Leaf, 88% sell. They're all in 88%. So this entire sector is selling off, and it doesn't really matter who it is. They're all just kind of like getting selling pressure. Even when they're going up, they still overall are showing selling pressure. So this entire sector selling off, it's a sector-wide issue. I don't think this has to do with one stock. I think this is an entire sector problem right now, where there is a ton of selling pressure, which is forcing the prices down for the entire sector. And it doesn't really matter what the stock is. Let's take a look at GW Pharma. It's one of the biggest players in the entire sector. Let's see, boom, 24% sell. Okay, let's take a look at IIPR. And if there's any stocks that you guys think I should be looking at, please let me know and I will pull it up. How you doing, Shelby? How you doing, Ex-Ubo? Well, that's funny. IIPR actually has a buy, up 3.7% at $114 today. And they actually have a good buy rating, which is good to see considering all we've seen so far is red buy ratings. I wonder if there's anything else showing a buy rating. Let's take a look at Zoom Away Travel, one that we brought to you guys around 2 cents. 100% buy. They had a huge day yesterday, up 37%, and they are slightly down today, but they are showing strength. 100% buy on bar chart with the strongest short-term outlook on maintaining the current direction. Long-term, the trend strength is maximum. Long-term indicators fully support a continuation of the trend. So as you can see, there is momentum here with Zoom Away Travel. So this might be a buying opportunity. Now remember, always do your due diligence, always do your research, and consult a financial advisor before you invest in anything that we talk about here on Rich TV Live. Another one that's up today early that I heard was BEVCANNA. Let's take a look at BEVCANNA, see if it's still up. Bam, BEVCANNA having a big day. And I brought it to you guys first when I interviewed the Chief Commercialization Officer, Emma Andrews, and they are up 18.37% at 58 cents. And they have been on a roll, on quite a roll. They don't have an opinion on bar chart yet. They're so new. But if you look at the 3-month chart, you can see that they've been as high as 81 cents. They've been as low as under 30 cents and currently at 58 cents. So they've done quite well, and another player in the CBD space. LL says the volumes are dead on everything. Yes, because all the market makers are on vacation and they are just going to be coming back in September after Labor Day long weekend, and that's when you'll see the market makers start getting back onto these stocks, and you'll see more liquidity, you'll see massive volumes, you'll see more volatility, and in my opinion, you'll see a resurrection in the cannabis sector. Chris says, Rich, you should do some Canadian dividend stock videos. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Maybe I will. A lot of people have been asking me about dividend stocks recently, and I got a whole bunch of dividend stock companies that I'm watching, that I'm aware of, especially Canadian banks. They all pay a lot of dividends, between 4 to 6% for all the top Canadian banks. So if you're looking for dividend stocks, Canadian banks, in my opinion, are a way to go. If you're looking for a dividend stock in the cannabis sector, IIPR, which I just showed you, actually pays dividends. One of the reasons why they're doing so well. Another company that pays dividends in the cannabis sector is HMMJ. HMMJ also pays dividends. So, big fan of dividend paying stocks, especially if you're doing long-term investing. But look at this. This is a basket of the top cannabis stocks in North America that are part of the Horizons Marijuana Life Sciences ETF. And it is a 100% sell on bar chart with an average short-term outlook on maintaining the current direction. Long-term, the trend strength is strong. Long-term indicators fully support a continuation of the trend. However, the market is approaching oversold territory. Be watchful of a trend reversal. I believe the trend will reverse in a big way because this is the 5th month in a row of red, and something has to give. At some point, we will have to see a trend reversal. We had 3 months of very strong growth. January was insane. It was the biggest month. And then February, March followed with green. And since then, we have been on a decline in the cannabis sector. Like literally, if you look at the 1-year chart, it's pretty interesting. You see a huge run up here last September, all the way up until what? Right before legalization, October 12th. And then a jump back up in November, and then a drop all the way till Christmas, pretty much. And then the resurrection started pretty much after Christmas. You see this huge explosion all the way up, and it lasted until March. And then March, the decline. And we've seen a steady decline ever since, okay? So at some point, this has got to give. My prediction is it does a similar pattern like it did last year, and we see the resurrection start here in early September. You were thinking ENR or BCE. Okay, you like those picks? Fantastic. If there's any other picks you think I should look at, please let me know. So just wanted to look at the overall markets. If there's anything that you guys think I should pull up, please let me know. Just kind of looking at the broader overall markets and seeing that we're overall having a red day. Let's take a look at some of the big board stocks. Take a look at Facebook. So Facebook is actually red, slightly at $185, and they actually have a 24% buy on them. And the reason why I show you Facebook is that they're one of the biggest revenue generating companies in the world. Let's take a look at Amazon, another money making machine. Amazon, week buy, only an 8% buy at $1,810. I see Amazon going back to $2,000, and I see Facebook going back to $200. So in my opinion, I believe they will go back to those levels. Let's take a look at Tesla. They've been having an up and down year so far. They're 100% sell on bar chart. Despite that, they are slightly green at $226. And if you look at their 1 year chart, you can see they've been way higher, 376. They've also been lower at 182. That was the buy. They're currently at 226 right now. Wouldn't be surprised to see them come back to these levels, $300 to $400, because they are a great company doing something that's changing the world with electric cars, and they are making a lot of money. Let's take a look at some other big board companies. What else should we look at? Let's take a look at Netflix. 72% sell for Netflix. Just under $300 now, down 3.22% at $299.58. So they've got selling pressure. Let's take a look at Apple. Wow, Apple, a 100% buy on Apple with the strongest short-term outlook on maintaining the current direction. Long-term, the trend strength is good. Long-term indicators fully support a continuation of the trend. So you can see for the last 3 months, Apple has actually been trending up. It was at 171, now at 212. So they're actually at a pretty high level right now. Has been a little higher, been as high as $232 last October. We may see the numbers reach those levels again. Okay, so overall, seeing some red in the markets, but some stocks are still moving up and some are going down. Zinarba's looking good. Let's take a look at Zinarba. Take a look at Zinarba. 24% buy on bar chart, up 5.4% for Zinarba. Just under $12, and this is one that I really like. Brought it to you guys around $5, sold at $7, it went to $15. I sold way too soon, clearly, but always take the profit. Never hesitate when you see the profit, and that's what I did. And I don't regret the profit taking. I just regret selling too soon. Now it is around $12. It went down to just under 10, where I told everyone in our community it'll come back, and it has. And I think that this is a stock that will, in the future, when we see the next big resurrection in the cannabis sector, I wouldn't be surprised to see Zinarba run to $20. I really like this company. And let's take a look at Patriot One Technologies. You guys asking for Patriot One Technologies. Patriot One Technologies. Let's take a look. So Patriot One Technologies at $1.82, 135,000 shares in volume, and it's up slightly, but once again, they have an 88% sell. How you guys doing this morning? Thank you guys for joining. I'm just reading all your guys' messages. How you doing? Lampaco. How you doing, Mr. Joe Fly? How you doing, AJ? Yeah, Supreme is definitely having a good time. And that's the thing, right? Like, they've been going down forever, and then all of a sudden now they're doing well. Despite the fact that the entire sector is selling off, and despite the fact that they actually have a sell rating on bar chart, they're still going up, which goes to show how much power they have behind them right now. Because they're just undervalued. They're underappreciated. They're underexposed. That's why they're going up. Even though they have a 48% sell on bar chart. RD Sully saying, morning everyone, Tilt is extremely cheap in my opinion, has been marching upwards for the past few days despite down market. Rich, can you take a look at it? Thanks. Yeah, let's take a look at Tilt. I think Tilt is definitely undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed. Yeah, they made some mistakes, but I don't think that this is a stock that will stay under $1 in my opinion. But when you get under $1, it becomes very hairy, becomes very dangerous, becomes very risky. So I'm not suggesting you buy the stock, but their revenue growth and their growth potential is astronomical. And I don't believe they stay at 88 cents. But you never know. Like I said, I don't own this stock. I don't control this stock. I'm not the owner of this company. I can't control what they do and how they dilute the shares. This is the biggest issue with Tilt. But like I said, it might be creating a buying opportunity for everybody. So keep your eye on Tilt. There is no rating on bar chart on Tilt right now. And Radiant Technologies, I'm a big fan of Radiant Technologies. They've been down forever and they've been quiet. Look at this, 100% sell on bar chart, top 1% of all short-term signal directions. So this has just been clearly falling into an oblivion. But I like them as an extraction play. I think they have huge potential, huge upside. Working with Aurora Cannabis, I think they are going to be an extraction giant, and this could be one of the best opportunities in the sector at these levels. But you can see they've just been going down over the last 3 months. All they've been doing is going down from $1 all the way down to 67 cents. I predict they will go back to $1. I just don't know when, but I don't think it'll be too far from now. This might be a great buying opportunity, but always consult a financial advisor before you make any investments. National Access. Yes, I'm a big fan of Meta. National Access Cannabis. Let's take a look at them today. 88% sell on bar charts. You see what's going on here? The entire sector is getting selling pressure. I mean, we've seen only a few stocks that are showing buy ratings. Almost everybody is showing enormous selling pressure. Chris says, hey, I'm bag holding on Fire, average cost of 2.7 versus my position in Zena is 145. Do you think it's better to load up on Zena or average down on Fire? Well, I like them both. I own Zena and I've owned Fire in the past. I think both have huge upside. I think right now Fire is more profitable and Fire is going in the right direction. Zena right now seems to be going down. So in my opinion, if you had to buy one, it would probably be, that's hard. Because right now, I don't like to chase green and Fire's been going up. Meanwhile, Zenobus is down at a 52-week low, and I really like the stock. So I think Zenobus is going to blow up. But I also think Fire is going to blow up. So I would kind of call it a tie. I don't like to chase green, so I wouldn't be chasing Fire in the green. But they've been getting beat up all year. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Fire go up to at least $2 over the next little bit, just because they're way too good to be priced at these levels. But I also think that Zenobus is way too good to be priced at the levels they're at. So probably have to call it a tie. I like them both, and I think both have huge upside. So that's kind of what's going on in the markets right now. Thank you guys for watching. If you're not winning, you're not watching. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. Looking at the markets, overall still red in Canada and the United States, and the broader markets on Market Watch overall are, looks like the Dow just snuck into the green slightly. So who knows? We might actually end up in a green day overall in the broader markets. Just had a nice little bump up in the Dow Jones. So hopefully this trend continues. S&P 500 is only down now 3 points. The Dow is actually up 6 points. NASDAQ is only down 1.5 points. Global Dow down 1.6 points. So who knows? We might actually finish in the green. And let's just refresh this and see if we've had any change here. In the cannabis sector, no, we're still red. In the United States and in Canada, let's take a quick look. RKDA, interesting Hawaii cannabis news. Okay, wow. This cannabis sector just keeps going lower. Keeps going lower here in Canada. So overall, we are red, but it just seems like a very choppy day. And it's been like this, like I said, for 5 months. We've had 5 months of red in a row. I don't believe that this can continue. This is highly manipulated, and at some point, we're going to see a resurrection. And I'll be here every day to let you know when. RKDA has been on a big run for sure. Alex says, last year, bulls in the wheat sector started 14th of August. It's not a rule, so we should not get all jumpy and grumpy. Bulls will come. Yeah, and they'll come back when they hit their trading desks after Labor Day long weekend in September. Could be start September, mid-September, who knows, but it will come. Yeah, of course it has to come. Mr. Joe Fly says, I bought more Zena at 129 today. One day, I'll catch the bottom. And JD Rough Cut says, the shorts are in full force. Yes, they are out in full effect. Keep your eyes on the prize. If there's any other big news, please let me know. Comment down below. Share the video everywhere. And smash that like button if you like this video. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. Bring you the news overall red day in the cannabis sector. Broader markets are choppy, fighting for green, a little bit of red, kind of nothing day pretty much so far. But if anything else big happens, I'll bring it to you guys first. Overall, there is one stock doing really well. It's Fire. And another stock doing really well in the cannabis sector is BEVCANNA, which has been pretty much blowing up today. Let's take a look at them right now. And there it is, BEVCANNA up 18%. So BEVCANNA is having a big day, but even the volume there, 130,000 shares, nothing of huge, enormous significance, okay? Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. If there's any stocks you want me to know about or talk about or any breaking news, please send it over. You can go to www.richtvlive.com and get all the breaking news every single day. You can subscribe on YouTube and all social media. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. And this is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live, and we're out. Peace.